For my cell analogy project, I chose to compare an animal cell to a football team and its organization. The cell and its organelles can be compared to many aspects of the sport of football. In an animal cell, the cell membrane controls what comes in and what goes out. It is considered the gatekeeper of the cell. In football, the gates and outer stadium acts as the cell membrane because it surrounds the game. It allows the players and fans to come in and keeps out people who don't have tickets. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like fluid that fills the cell. It is inside the cell membrane and holds all the organelles. This can be compared to the inner stadium that contains the seating, field, fans, teams, and referees. The nucleus acts like the brain of the cell by regulating all the cell's activities. On a football team, the nucleus can be considered the head coach. The head coach has control over all the players and makes important decisions for the team.
There is the offensive coordinator, Pep Hamilton. John, do you just stick with your basic offense right now? There's still a long way to go in the game.
Yeah, you got to get back in the game, but I think Chuck McGowan...
Ribosomes are the organelles that build proteins for the cell. As an analogy for football, the protein of a cell would be compared to a play in a game. Then the offensive coordinator would be the ribosome. The offensive coordinator makes and builds the plays and works directly with the quarterback. This resembles the ribosomes, building proteins and working with the ER. In an animal cell, the ER helps deliver blueprints for protein production. It also transports proteins to parts of the cell.
That first pass for T.Y. Hilton. Hilton has been targeted 7 times thus far in the game, and has had only 1 catch. Right door.
As a comparison, the ER would be a quarterback in a football game. The quarterback delivers the play to his teammates, just like the ER delivering proteins to the cell.
It's Philip Dorsett, their number 1 draft choice, who went in motion to the slot on the right side. And we'll hear from Tony Corretti.
Low start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty remains, first down.
Anthony Costanzo. Chris.
The job of the Golgi body is to process and bundle molecules like proteins within the cell. It is considered the sorter and distributor of the cell. In football, the referee acts like the Golgi body. The referee processes plays, makes determinations, and distributes penalties, forward movements, and completions.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Tony Corretti, seeing what you're going to see in a moment. We have the definitive angle right there. Does the knee hit first or the elbow? Very clear.
Are you ready for some football? Yeah, let's go crazy, loud and proud.
In a cell, the mitochondria produces energy and is considered the powerhouse of the cell. This is analogous to the fans inside the stadium. The players say they get all their energy and strength from the enthusiasm of the fans. Without the mitochondria, the cell would die, and without the fans, there would be no football. Some animal cells do have vacuoles. Vacuoles can store food or waste products, so the cell is protected from contamination. This is compared to the quarterback coach in football. The quarterback coach monitors the physical and mental aspects of the quarterback's game. He stores the good techniques and the positive and negative statistics of the quarterback. He keeps the bad habits from contaminating the quarterback and the game. The lysosome in the cell is the recycling center for the cell. It breaks down old parts and waste. In football, the lysosome can be compared to the quality control coach. This coach analyzes films, practices, and statistics of the opposing team. They break down plays in the film, so their team can counteract the other team's plays. DNA contains the genetic instruction that controls the cell's day-to-day functions. It tells the cell what it has to be. The DNA can be found in the nucleus. This relates in football to the general manager. The general manager has oversight over the entire football department. He controls player transactions, many aspects of the game, and day-to-day activities of the team. Since in my analogy the nucleus is the head coach, the general manager speaks directly to the coach continuously. This concludes my video on the analogy of an animal cell versus a football team and its organization. For my cell analogy project, I compare an animal cell to a football team and its organization. The cell and its organelles can be compared to many aspects of the sport of football.
That's your cue.
Slow down.
You're recording, aren't you?
No.
And its organization.